Hey you, it's time to stop settling. Hello, welcome to this week's Wild Spirits News. My name is Sibylla and today I ask you, what will you no longer settle for? I talk about slowing down and downsizing a lot. And by that I don't mean going without. I mean downsizing the noise, the clutter, the distractions in our lives in order to make room and maximize the things that are truly important and that truly matter. Now, I read a lot about the subject, and one of the ideas that comes across in many of those works is the idea that our lives are simply too short to settle for just not so bad or okay. Now, of course, it might be comforting in the moment to tell yourself, hey, my life isn't so bad. I'm not unhappy. But it also means that you are settling. And your mission today is to learn or to find out for yourself what you will no longer settle for. Task number 1 is, what are you settling for? I'm a musician, not a pro, but music is one of my passions. And one of my idols, Janis Joplin, once famously said, "You are what you settle for, you know." And she would indeed know. She was a woman in a male-dominated industry, and she wasn't the typical accepted type of woman. She was loud and bold and demanding rather than small and coquettish and pretty. And she simply refused to settle for her assigned role as a woman. Now, what she said implies 2 different things. First is that settling is a choice. And the second, that it is a choice that society expects us to make. Which means that in order to not settle, to choose not to settle, we need to expend energy. We need to work for it. It's a struggle. And that in turn means that you're off the hook for settling. We've all, like everybody has been guilty of it, especially, but it's not just women. Everybody has been guilty of settling. And that doesn't mean that you're weak or that that you don't have a strong will or something. Now, task number 1 is that you look at your life without judgment, without judging. Again, you're not weak. Just look at your different areas of your life and determine in what areas of your life you're settling for anything less than what you want and what would make you happy. Write these things down. That is task number 1. Task number 2 is called The Time of Your Life. Now, one of those books I read is called 4,000 Weeks, and it's by Oliver Burkeman. Its underlying idea is that the average human lifespan is no more than 4,000 weeks. That doesn't sound like an awful lot, does it? Now, what this implies is that when you think about it in those terms, when you realize how limited your time really is, it lends some urgency to the task of not settling any longer. So I'm asking you right now, how much of your precious 4,000 weeks are you going to spend waiting for the perfect time to make those changes that you want to make, so you will no longer settle for things that are less than what you want? How much more of those 4,000 weeks are you going to spend on that? How much longer are you going to wait? Look at what you wrote in task number 1 and now decide for yourself, are you going to continue settling for this, or are you going to make changes? If it's the latter, then don't try to make all the changes at once. You're setting yourself up for failure then. Pick one area to start with. And with this one area, start making changes and taking action. Get some support, get some help, get a coach, or at the very least, get a friend who's in your corner and who helps you with this. One by one, tackle the areas of your life. It is a lot of effort. Again, it takes energy to go against what is expected of you, but it is a very, very worthwhile endeavor. And this brings me on to task number 3, which is, as usual, let me know. Leave a comment below the video and tell me where you stand on this. Are you a bit uncomfortable about things that you're settling for, or are you on a mission to eliminate everything already? Have you stopped settling? What are your thoughts on this? I'll reply to every comment, I promise. Now, if you would like some more, consider joining the community of Wild Spirits by going to wildspiritscoaching.com. wildspiritscoaching.com and filling in that little form there. You'll get 1 email per week, 100% spam free, with additional articles and information and recommendations of books and other resources. And sometimes you get exclusive offers that are only for my subscribers that nobody else ever gets to see. So go to wildspiritscoaching.com and sign up, or you can Google Wild Spirits Coaching. That'll get you to the website as well. Thank you for watching.